Prototype 1 and Prototype 2. So for the most part, between these two games, you share the same amount of superpowers, similar superpowers, and yeah. So for example, like super speed, superhuman durability, super strength, shape shifting, and yeah. So like, share, subscribe, guys, and share the video all over. Comment down below for feedback. So just comment, for feedback, or I leave down below any suggestions for PS5, PS4, PS3 games. So first off, prototype. Main idea behind prototype is the fact that your body has been taken over by this virus, and the virus consumes biomass, and as well, your body, with a durability, super speed. First off, super speed. Your character can run endlessly and never get tired. You never like run like all the stamina. There is no stamina meter. So like you're in New York City, you're just running through the streets, and you're moving extremely fast, like extremely fast. You can run on walls as well, up buildings, up tall buildings, right? Never get tired. So again, the super speed and the infinite endurance, stamina, is very cool. Like in this game, all you have to do is just hold on to the, what is it, R2 button if you're on PlayStation, and then your character just makes a move for it and never stops. You also have superhuman durability. So superhuman durability is, you can take bullets, tons of bullets, and still be alive. Rocket launchers can blow up near you. You'll still be alive. Tank shells can blow up near you. I can still be alive. As well, you can be throwing off like a 200-foot building and still be alive. So you are basically immune to fall damage. And you can morph your hands into the shield. The shield basically absorbs, impact or whatever, or explosives and so on. You also have armor. So in the first prototype, you have armor, where the virus creates this armor like around your body, so you take less damage over time. But however, you do move slower, right? So yeah, you have the super jump, so you can jump really high, extremely high, 30 to 50 feet, like in the air. More. This is a little bit better, like in the first game. So super strength. You have super strength as well. Super strength in that you can lift up vehicles. You're smashing through roads. After this, for some reason, you can't destroy buildings. I know the company after this, I went like out of business years ago. But I remember they made like a game, Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and for that game, I believe you could destroy buildings. So super strength, you can tear tanks like with your hands. More so like in the second game. The second game has better animations and overall mechanics. So you basically just tear through like these tanks like with your hands. By breaking them, you can rip. You can basically rip attack helicopters like in half. It's really cool. It's very 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 cool. Like, and you're smashing through these bigger mutated creatures, and yeah, so on. You also have shape shifting. So shape shifting is kind of a weird thing. It's a stealth component like to the game. So you can turn into other. For example, there's military scientists and so on, researchers, and they're the ones that kind of created this virus. So you can the virus like in your body, the blacklight virus or whatever, is able to take on the forms like of people. Once because like it's constantly trying to feed on biomass, living things, right? So your body, through consuming people, you actually take on their forms. For some reason, you also carry on like their clothes or whatever. So yeah, you shape shift into these people until let's say like if you want to get into like a military base, you can shape shift into this soldier, and nobody's gonna know that it's you. But there's a certain radar, pulses and detectors that can detect that you are the virus. But yeah, the shape shifting, it's mostly the stealth component like in the game, and that's not even it. You can basically consume their memories, so their memories become you. So you get to know what the person knows, and then through this shape shifting memory ability, there's this memory net or whatever, a neural net of like different memories, and you're gathering intel, so you're trying to I get to the bottom of stopping this virus and certain conspiracies like in this a corrupt a government or a military or a scientific organization, right? So yeah, you can You can also absorb memories, like, from the people that you do consume. It's very cool. So as well, you also have sonar abilities, or various visual abilities, six senses, seven senses. In the second game, you use the sonar pulse sense. Like, it's not really a major ability, but it's for you to locate like a certain target, like a certain available target that you have to take out. And yeah, it's for intel mostly. It's for intel. So I use the sonar sense, and yeah, and then you can basically detect people from like a miles away, a kilometers away, right? Prototype 1, it's more about using vision. So use these vision abilities where there's one where you can see through smoke. There's another one where you can basically detect the infection, basically, like in certain targets. And this actually helps again, like with certain neural nets or whatever. And no, bonus XP, with bonus XP. So let's talk about a little bit more shape shifting, the offensive abilities. So the offensive abilities as a big part of the game, where you shift your arms into these deadly weaponry, knives, these heavy, these massively damage dealing, fist or whatever, hammer fist. You have a whip fist. A whip fist is basically like for stretching really far. There's another one, tendrils, for crowd control. Tendrils is kind of like these tentacles, right? So yeah, they're very good for taking out bigger enemies as well, trapping enemies. There's the first one had muscle mass, which makes you a little, you do more damage. And there's another one which I am missing. There's the claws as well. The claws, which is like a fast moving, this fast attacking combo, a type power, right? So some offensive skill, offensive weapons do more damage than the other. For example, at the blade, it's almost optimal in that it's fast, heavy damage. You can dodge very quickly, right? The hammer fist is for heavy damage and crowd control as well. It causes these huge vibrations, like when you hit it like on the ground, takes out tons of a zombie hordes or whatever, or plus you can take out military tanks very quickly. And prototype 1 with the whip fist, the whip fist is basically used for grappling and as well crowd control. But my favorite ability is probably the in a prototype 2, where you get the tendrils, the tentacles. They basically, stretch. They rip targets like in half. They trap targets, crowd control, and they're fast, and yeah. And as well, they can stretch very far. So yeah, you have all these different powers in prototype, and prototype, that's just really special about it. It's a unique type of game in that it's like all about fun. It's just all about fun, and aside from the stealth where the game can slow down, or the shape shifting, right, in stealth, it's just a fast paced game all the way through, right? It's fast paced all the way through, and like I would like to see, well, the company went out of business, right? What's it called again? Can't remember what it's called. Radical Entertainment. They went like out of business, but I want to see that company come back at today. It's a very unique idea. Very unique idea. It reminds me a lot of, like, for example, Infamous, another game, but that's more elemental based powers, or Destroy All Humans, but that's more telekinesis, mind control based powers. But yeah, prototype, it really gave you a lot to work with. And another thing about the prototype games, because of the durability and the super speed, super strength, I rarely died. Rarely are you gonna die in this game, right? That's why I always play these games like on the highest difficulty. But yeah, prototype, it's a game I highly recommend picking up. So like, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you.